Okay, so when I was waiting for my CVS results, I did a lot of research and on both sides. And one of the single greatest piece of advice I ever got was from the TFMR for T21 Reddit. And it said, if you're going to make a decision based off what you're seeing in media, social media, and in the community, make sure that you're looking at and observing families with children of Down syndrome that are at least 13 years old plus. Amazing advice. That's not the point of this video. I was at Disney World this last week and I saw a family with a son with Down syndrome that was in his mid to late 30s and his parents were mid to late 60s, maybe early 70s, right? And they were all so happy and healthy and jovial and having such a good time. And I was sitting there and I'm thinking, oh my God, all these people on TikTok are right about me, that I'm like this awful human being. And I just like take out my shame whip and just start whipping myself. And as I'm lashing myself, it's like the same exact age and situation walks by me, but it's like a totally different outcome. And this is a son that's probably the same age, has headphones on, is in a wheelchair, is not the picture of health, is not the picture of happy or jovial. And the parents pushing him in the wheelchair are probably also the same age and are not happy and are not the pictures of health. They look tired. They look like they're the same age as the family I saw before, but like they had miles on them. Years of stress had like seeped onto their skin, okay? And I get it, you can come on here and be like, oh my God, you're extrapolating all this information from seeing a family for 30 seconds. True, you can make a lot of assumptions. And there's also a lot you can tell by a situation. And I stopped whipping myself because it's like, therein lies the reality. That yes, you can get happy and healthy and like jovial and like everyone is well and it's like, it is okay. And you could also not get that, right? And then I started to think like how much of a bias just seeing two families in Disney World at that age, right? Like that means their sons made it to adulthood. They were healthy enough to make it to adulthood. It means their sons are like not violent and behaviorally can handle being in public like that. They're well enough to be exposed to that amount of germs and whatever. I used to have a really hard time with seeing like young kids with trisomy 21. It used to be like a sucker punch for me. And I don't really feel that way as much anymore because I think about that advice that I saw on Reddit. But it was a sucker punch to see such a healthy and jovial and like healthy looking family that was an adult, right? Because that's where I spent a lot of my time thinking and envisioning is like, if my son even makes it to that age, like, what does that mean for him and us and all of these things? And to see a family do so well was really heartwarming, but it was also really hard for me. And then to immediately after that, see a family that didn't look like they were doing so well and it looked like really challenging was a good reminder that it's all complicated and it's a wide spectrum and you just don't know where you're going to land. And for some people, that's just too much.